Thanks for stopping by our Kickstarter page. I'm Jake Kubisz.
And I'm Josh Kubisz.
Welcome to Gainesville, Florida. Now, Gainesville, Florida is the home of the University of Florida.
And we both work there as adjunct assistant professors of sculpture.
And we are the Kubisz Twins Fear and Hope Collaboration. This is our miracle. We're calling it Miracle Rock. And here's the story.
It begins in New York City, home of 20 million people, a place where dreams come true and anything can happen. As artists, we visit the city once a year to promote our work and to take in the art scene. This year, we decided to end the trip with some sightseeing as well. Knowing that we needed a better view to be able to see as much as we could all at once, we took advantage of the city's skyscrapers to get an elevated perspective.
Both of us stood on the top deck of one of New York's most prominent buildings, enjoying a bird's-eye view of Manhattan, and discussing how tragic it was for having missed seeing the Twin Towers as they stood before September 11, 2001.
As we talked, a piece of the building's stone partition fell to our feet. Seeing the opportunity to obtain a unique souvenir, we decided to pick up the rock. Upon examining the stone fragment, it quickly became apparent that there was something remarkable about it.
One side is smooth and fashioned, as it was on the visible side of the brick that it fell from. The broken side, which was revealed to us for the first time before our eyes, bears a ghostly impression of the Manhattan skyline and Brooklyn Bridge.
With the trade towers still in their former position, the image was effortless to discern, and we both agreed that it was the clearest rendering that sheer chance could spontaneously produce.
We carefully transported the rock back to our hotel room in Midtown for further research. Our findings verified our initial reaction.
A translucent overlay of a Brooklyn view Manhattan skyline revealed that major buildings and structures lined up in amazing detail with the relief of the rock's surface.
Delicate forms, including the Empire State's top needle, were depicted with tremendous accuracy. The Brooklyn Bridge, including two neo-Gothic towers, prominently stands in the foreground.
The rock presents a miraculously precise representation of an iconic pre-9/11 New York City.
In review of our research, we concluded that there are too many striking facts about the rock to ignore. We returned to Gainesville, Florida, and we wrote a letter to the owner of the building.
Much to both of our surprise, he calls us by telephone as soon as he receives the letter on his desk. He told me that it was the most interesting thing in his inbox, and that he was intrigued.
A lengthy conversation ensued discussing our find and the possibility for making the rock available for others to have. This resulted in an immediate subsequent call from their Director of Public Relations to further discuss our unique discovery and potential for publicity.
After several days of proceedings, the building's holders ultimately decided that the idea was not compatible with their corporate estate. The rock was then offered to us as a gift, with an agreement that its specific origin must not be disclosed for the best interest of the building's identity.
My brother and I thoroughly appreciated all the time and consideration their team had spent on reviewing our proposal. We also completely understand that, from a business standpoint, there were too many aspects to consider.
Our plans are to continue to convey our experience with a larger audience. The rock will be said to have fallen off of a prominent building in Manhattan, the name to which we are not allowed to disclose.
The most outstanding reflection of the experience is still just as apparent. Whenever something or someone falls, we have the opportunity to rebuild. Most of the time, we get stronger, and the experience enriches our lives in unexpected ways.
The message that the rock holds for my brother and I is one outlook that we hope others will receive as well. We realize that although it is indeed tragic that no one will ever be able to visit New York City's once tallest buildings, we can now experience the overwhelming sense of triumph and optimism that the city retains more than ever before.
To us, the rock represents the wonderful and inexplicable phenomena that happen every day, everywhere, and in everyone's life. There are those who excuse these experiences as mere coincidence, but there are many who believe that these are nothing short of true miracles.
The positive message that the rock brings is something we both consider to be the most relevant aspect of our project, and our ever-changing, technologically advancing existence on this small planet. There is still room for miracles.
A miracle happened today in your life. Did you see it? It may not have been as physically tangible as a rock, but as long as you open your mind and believe, you will be able to hold it in your heart as the only real proof that you'll ever need.
Although we do not have the financial backing of a major buildings enterprise to support our goals, we still believe that together, with your support, we can make our vision a reality. We are sharing this miracle with the world.
We plan to have the rock ready for commercial reproduction and available for public purchase before the end of 2012. We're also working on a monumental scale public art sculpture of Miracle Rock to be proposed for New York City.
We have already made 100 duplicates of the rock using traditional techniques, but casting from the rock surface is limited because of the abrasive nature of the process.
We are now using university-grade digital technology to scan the rock and prepare a file that can be used to replicate it using a rapid prototype Z printer that is able to create 3D forms from a virtual format. We will even be able to print your Miracle Rock with color graphics or customize it with your own personal photo, text, or logo in full-color, high-definition detail.
We will also be able to use this application to create the monumental scale rock that will be cut from stone by use of a software-guided, high-velocity water jet CNC router. We're using this unique opportunity to do something that's never been done before.
And we want you to be part of this amazing experience.